No.
What's up, peeps? Many of you ask me how much does it cost to feed my dogs, and most of those questions refer to raw feed. So I thought we can talk about it tomorrow. No, let's talk about it today. Let's look at the cost of raw feedings. A lot of people ask me that how much did it cost you to feed your dogs? Let's look at what I got here. Today I just came back from the butchery. So this one box. Come close and look at it if you want. Okay, so this is 10 kg of Cooper mix. Cooper mix is a mixture of liver, kidney, raw meat. It's designed for a lean feed. Right, so it's got a lot of stuff in there. $5 a kilo. There's 10 kilos here, right? So that's $50. 10 kilo here. In here I've got 10 kgs of horse meat. Horse meat is a bit cheaper, so take away the Greyhound mix. This is a green tripes. I've got 10 bags of horse meat, $3.50 per kilo. So 10 kilos of horse meat is 35, plus 50 is 85, right? Then I got some Greyhound mix. Greyhound mix is different from the Cooper mix. Cooper mix is more lean. Greyhound mix contains more fat. It's more for energetic dog like Amber, right? They need to burn that fat off. They just need more energy. So together it's 20 kilos plus Greyhound mix, about 25 kilos of meat together. Cost me $105. Just to give you an idea, we're in New Zealand. It costs about $15 for a Big Mac combo. Right? That gives you an idea. Everybody know how much it costs for you, for me. For a Chinese restaurant, for a cheap Chinese restaurant meal, you're paying about $13. Big Mac 15. So that's how much we're paying for a person. My Corso eats 2 kgs of raw meat per day, 2 kilos. And she eats about 800 grams of raw meat per day. So together they need about 2.8 kilos, which means all this I've got here will last me roughly 10 days. 2 boxes, 10 days. If you work out how much it cost me, it costs about $10 for him, roughly $15 per day, give or take $15 per day for 2 dogs together. Now, how much would it cost me to feed them kibbles? If I was giving them a high-end kibbles, Corso, just Corso alone eats about 800 grams because he's 60 kilos, 800 grams of high-end kibbles. All right, for me, here's my collection of kibbles. I can get dog food at a lower price through Kennel Club. Black Hawk here, currently they are very aggressive in getting their marketing message out there. They are sponsoring a lot of dog shows and they are giving us a great deal through the Kennel Club. So I get, like, this guys might be $180 in the pet shop. I can get them for about $120. Including shipping, so that's really good. The Royal Canin here also do similar deal, very good deal for us. The reason I talk about them is because currently my dogs, especially the Canin Corso, eat kibbles in the morning and they have raw in the evening. Now that changes. At first I give my small dogs and the crazy bully there 100% raw. They grow up feeding 100% raw. They are okay, absolutely no problems. Sorry about the mess. I'm starting to do the Christmas decoration. You guys over up north are having winter right now and our summer is coming. I'm here down close to Antarctica. What happens with Vanchi is this boy grows so fast. Just raw alone made him really skinny. He needs a lot more than just raw, and I couldn't keep his ideal body weight that I like feeding just raw. So I started to introduce 2/3 kibbles, 1/3 raw, and it worked for him when he was growing up. But now he's an adult, he's doing half-half. Eventually, I like to move to more raw, but at the moment he's still growing, and I think it's working for me at the moment. If you have any problems or any questions about should you mix raw with kibbles and that, it's a big debate. You can ask your question down below. I try to answer your question the best I can, but I'm using my common sense to do what is the best for my dog, because if he was skinny to the bones, you could tell. And I tell you what, let's put the figures out there. When he was a puppy, the highest ratio you can feed him is about 8% of his body weight. I was feeding him close to 9, sometimes try 10. That's a lot of food in his tiny belly when he was only 2 or 3 months old. And he was still looking skinny ass. So that wasn't working for him. I had to stop. I had to go back to kibbles. Kibbles are processed food. When they poo, you will see that if they eat kibbles, their poo is 3 times bigger than raw. That means a lot of this stuff goes in and comes straight out, right? So it's obviously better to feed them natural food. But if it wasn't working for your dog and you tried, your common sense is telling you they need nutrients. These guys are not natural. No, they are not. But they are scientifically proven to be balanced. And they provide enough nutrient. If they say it's giant breed puppy, it's for giant breed puppy, and that works for them. Once they grow up, you can feed them raw, and it works for them. You just continue feeding them raw. Like I said, I'm not against raw or kibbles or anything like that. She and little cream, the Chihuahua mix, they do fine, 100% raw. But this guy it wasn't working for him, so you gotta change, right? Okay, I'm pulling the bags out to show you something. Not everybody can afford, this kind of expensive dog food. I think most people can, but I also know some of my audience are like they are teenagers just getting their first puppy and they're not even living at home. You have to pay rent and that. So if you have to look for a kibble that is more of a balanced, good quality food, look for AAFCO approved. So I got one here. Here also you will see the same, right? It's AAFCO approved. This means this is a body that makes sure the food is balanced. Some of the brand, for example, Corp rice, right? You can get a 20-kilo bag. They don't cost $180 or $150. They cost like $40. I don't think they're as good as these guys, but I'm just putting this out there. So if you have to look for dog food and you are on a budget, at least look for that, to make sure it's balanced. And if you can, like all of these guys, it says they are no artificial preservative added or artificial color added. It's better to have that. I don't know, because a lot of the stuff like this, especially with dog food, they don't have to say a lot of things. So use your common sense. These are not natural food. Imagine I give you muesli bar and tell you it's balanced for your body, and that's all you can eat for the rest of your life. I don't think that's a good thing. You can probably survive on that, but it's probably not the best thing for you. However, this is if you don't want to deal with raw, making sure you prepare all the meat, get them ready, especially if you've got a big dog like this fella that eats so much, it just take up so much of your time and energy and money. With the kibbles, this is the beginning. Okay, now we move on to raw. Right, check out my chest freezer. If you are feeding raw, you got a big dog like this guy here, there's no way you can do raw without a chest freezer. This unit cost me about $450, brand new. I'm sure you can get one cheaper than that, or better than that, bigger than that, I don't know. But if you have a Chihuahua, you don't need it. Like, if you got a 60-kilo Mastiff like mine, maybe a couple pit bulls, yeah, this is a must. Let's look at what I got here. Now this is getting meat. This is a wild boar. So let's not talk about this, because I guess a lot of you don't have access to this, or this is a rabbit. Let's talk about stuff I buy. I can go to a pet shop and buy mixed boneless mutton. That's pure mutton, $5 a kilo. This is not human. Hello guys. This is not human grade food though. This is only for pet food, so it's not good for human consumption. This is what the butchers call the second grade meat. Sheep tribe, I got ox tribe. If you look at the price, they're about $5 a kilo. I can get some stuff a bit cheaper for $3.50. Cooper mix, that's a mixed meat, $5. Okay, let's just say $5 a kilo for raw for me. My carne corso have to eat 2 kgs if I feed them raw. 2 kgs, so that's $10, right? $10 a day. And if we go back to the Kibbles, I pay about $120. Sorry about, I'm just trying this after I wash the dogs. Not prettiest thing to look at. After I get through the Kennel Club, I pay about $120 for 20 kg bags. But if you don't have access to a discount, you might be paying about $250 for a 20 kg. Hill Science Diet, because they have such an old and big brand, they cost twice as much. So let's say if I feed them Black Hawk, I'm paying about $6 a kilo. If I feed them Kibbles, I need a kilo a day for carne corso, 8 out, a kilo a day. So that will cost me $6, whereas the raw was costing me $10. So raw does cost a bit more, plus the time to prepare them. You know, you gotta have them balanced. You gotta search for bones and sequential organs, the liver. So it does take a lot more time. So for Kibbles, I'm paying about $6 a kilo. If I didn't have the Kennel Club discount, I'd probably be paying roughly about $8 to $10 a kilo, which will feed my carne corso for one day. He needs about 450 grams of Kibbles per meal. So we are looking at about 900 grams, nearly a kilo a day. The cost of that will be about $6 to $8. If I was gonna feed him raw, buying pet food, that would cost me $5 a meal, $5 a kg, so 2 meals a day, $10. So raw does cost a bit more, plus the preparation time. You know, raw does take a lot of preparation, the electricity of keeping a freezer there. Raw is more expensive for me. However, it depends on what you can get. I know in the raw community in USA, some people was able to get raw food from butchers or other businesses. They have food that is from supermarket, small supermarket. They have to dump it away because it expired today or it expired yesterday. For most of dog, if you freeze them for a week or two, they can still eat it. And I know people get them for free. The deal is whatever the supermarket was dumping away, they have to take everything, so they have to take it home and sort it out. So with raw feed, it takes a bit of research and see what you can find. I hope this answers some of your questions about the cost of feeding my dogs, but you know, that's just me. Like anything, it's about what you can find. See you next time.